Hello and welcome to my channel. I am the Walking Warrior and today I am in Chatham town, which is a town, a part of the Medway towns down in Kent. So I'm here on the hunt for a little fountain called the Driver Fountain. So I've parked the car and the first thing I've come across is this lovely archway. Now I think this arch is part of what is known as the Luton arches. So if you look at it, this is a really old Victorian railway arch. Really nice brickwork on this. That was built to last. Above it is the railway line. I think it's going into London. So this is a nice old railway arch hidden up in the town of Chatham. I like these sort of bridges and things, and we should be finding more of these on the channel as time goes on. So hopefully on the other side of this arch I will find a little fountain called the Driver Fountain, which stood on the other side of this arch since 1899 it was put there, but it was moved in 1961 because they changed the road and the layout, so they moved it. So in 1961 it went to Chatham Cemetery. But all the local residents have been campaigning to get it moved back to where it belongs, which is here by the Luton Arches. So recently it has been moved back. Now it hasn't been moved back to exactly where it used to stand because that is now this roundabout, but it has been moved over the road a bit from where it once stood. And that is it in front of us. I know, because I have looked at pictures of it on the internet. So that was easy to find, wasn't it? I had visions of walking around for hours looking for this thing, but I have found it straight away. Happy days. Yeah, as you can see, it's a lovely thing. It's all made of marble, made in 1899. Well, it was put here in 1899, so it's probably made the year before. Really lovely. It's lovely condition as well. I don't know if it's been restored or that's just how it is. Once, when it stood over the road, it had a horse water trough with it as well, matching, but that is no longer about. So you've just got this fountain now, and it is a lovely fountain. Oh, I'm glad I've come to see it. It's really nice. I love things like this. Really nice. So if you read the front, it was put here in 1899 in memory of Joshua Driver. It was put here by his son, who was the mayor of Chatham at the time. Now, from what I looked up about Joshua Driver, he was a merchant and he'd done a few good things in Chatham, and this fountain was erected on his behalf by his son, who was the mayor of Chatham at the time. So on the day when it was put here, apparently massive crowds of people come to see the event, the unveiling of the Driver Fountain, and everyone had a drink of water from the fountain. And that's what the little parts are on the side. They once would have had water running out of them, so you could help yourself to a lovely drink of fresh water whenever you liked. And the trough was so your horses could take a nice drink as well. Joshua Driver's son, who erected this monument to his dad, he was mayor of Chatham 3 times. So he was the mayor in 1899 and 2 other times as well. He was the mayor of Chatham. So yeah, I really like this fountain. It stands 4.5 metres tall, I read that. And yeah, really nice thing. Let's have a little touch of it. Yeah, hello Driver Fountain. You are very nice. So yeah, that is the Driver Fountain. So a lot of people, it's on the main road, so a lot of people probably know this fountain because they probably drive past it every day to and fro their way to work or taking the kids to school or doing something. They probably drive past this fountain. But I have never seen it, so I have come to see the Driver Fountain because I heard all about it from people who remember it. In 1961 they was telling me about it because they was actually here on the day watching it get taken away. Well, basically I volunteer as a driver for a local retirement home, and one of the residents in there used to live in Chatham and used to live by this fountain, so they remember it and said it was a very sad day the day they watched it getting taken away. And she was saying to me, oh, I'd love to see it again. And what I normally do, because I'm always doing these adventures and I go out finding stuff, I show the residents, all the old ladies and men, I show them photos of where I've been on my phone. But now I've got a camera, so I'm going to start recording my travels and things I find and putting them on YouTube so they can all watch them. So if anyone else is interested, just subscribe and we'll see what we can find in lovely England, innit? So basically that is why I'm doing the channel. I've got a camera, and I'm going to do it so the residents can watch my footage and see where I go, because they don't get out much and they love looking at my phone and a few pictures of places I've been. So anyway, one of them, because she lived near this driver fountain, she has said to me, oh, I'd love to see the fountain again. So I went, right, I've just got my camera, so I shall go and find the driver fountain and make that my first video. So, Leslie, did the old fountain look as nice as you remember it, sweetheart? I do hope so, and I hope you enjoy this video, because it must be better than a few photos on my phone. So now I'm on the bridge going over the road. I've come up here to get a better look of where the fountain used to stand. So from what I can make out, it used to stand over there, basically, sort of where that lamppost is, near that no entry sign. It sort of stood there somewhere with a water trough beside it. But when all this road was changed and this roundabout was put in, it was moved to the Chatham Cemetery, where it has been for many years until just recently when it was brought back here to where it belongs, near the Luton Arches. So yeah, that is the Luton Arches there. That is an old railway line. The bridge, it still works, the railway still goes over the top of it. Nice old wrought iron bridge, look at that, it's lovely, that bridge. Really nice. Bit of a painting on it, Luton Arches. Yeah, so the fountain stood there somewhere in front of that part of the bridge in the middle. And if you look at old-fashioned photographs of this bridge, the fountain was in the middle and it had tram lines going through each one of these arches. So the trams all come through the arches and the fountain was in the middle, so it would have looked a very different place back in the day. And it looks very interesting, these arches. I might do a bit of research on these arches, come back and do another video and have a little one about these arches, because I bet the history of these arches is very interesting. If I can find out about it, this could be another video that I do, because I love these old bridges and all the history that goes with them. So if you know any interesting facts about the driver fountain or these Luton Arches, please send me a message and let me know, because I am interested. So as you can see, the fountain once stood over there and now it stands there. So it's not that far away from where it used to stand. Now it stands there. So yeah, it's not very far at all from its original place, so it's near enough back. Looking at it, it's probably the nearest place they could put it where people would be able to see it, because the rest of it is sort of a roundabout and I don't really think you can get to it. If they put it back where it was, no one would be able to get there and have a look at it without getting run over, because there is a ton of traffic going round here. This is obviously a very busy section of road. This is quite early in the morning and there is cars and traffic everywhere. So if it had been put back in front of the middle of the bridge where it once was, no one would be able to get to it to have a look at it. And it's really nice, so people should be able to get right up to it and look at it, because it is a really nice fountain, and I'm very glad I took the time to come and see it, because it was well worth seeing. It's a really nice fountain, and I haven't just come to Chatham for that fountain. Also, not very far from here is a place called the Medway Lines, and there is a naval monument up there. So I'm going to change the batteries in the camera and head up and find the Medway Lines and do some recording up there. So that will probably be my next video, will be the naval monument up the Medway Lines, because I've been reading all about it, and yeah, it seems very interesting, and I have never been up there. So I'm going to go and find that in a minute, find the naval monument. So yeah, last little look at the driver fountain. Lovely fountain this is. Really is a little work of art. Look at it, it's lovely. They don't make things like that anymore. That was made back in the day with craftsmen. Look at it, absolutely lovely. It definitely wasn't made by one of today's modern slapdash builders eating McDonald's for lunch. That was made by a proper builder who probably went to the pub for lunch and had a ploughman's and a couple of pints of mild while he was smoking on his pipe. Yes, I really like this fountain. Let's say goodbye to it. Bye bye, fountain. See you another day, mate. Nice to meet ya. And you are now one of the stars on the Walking Warrior channel. So I'm off to find the naval monument up the Medway Lines now. Thank you for watching. If you want to come on more of my journeys to see what I can find, please follow the channel. So like I said, I'm mainly doing these videos for the residents of the retirement home. But it would be really nice to get people on board to come on the adventure with us. Be really nice if we get a few followers and subscribers, and away we go. Get a little community together and see what we can find and what stuff we can uncover that is hidden away in the UK. So that's it on the driver fountain. I am the Walking Warrior. I wasn't until a few days ago, but it's one of the only names I could get with the word walking on the YouTube, because they have already gone. So now I am the Walking Warrior because it is the only name I could get. And if the channel's a bit of a success, I will revisit all the places I have visited before. Now I have my camera and make videos on them, because there is a lot of places of interest, monuments, bridges, all sorts of things. I even like the old clock towers and the lovely old factory chimneys, so we'll have a look at them as well. So if you're interested, subscribe to the channel, and like I said, we shall see what we can find. So basically, if it looks nice and it's got a bit of history about it, now I have my camera, I shall hunt it down and film it. So it's goodbye from me, the Walking Warrior, and hopefully I shall see you again in another one. And don't forget to subscribe, and let's go and explore.